Welcome back, everybody, to the Seattle Sonics, MyNBA franchise here on NBA 2K22. Our Sonics are about halfway through season number 4, and it's no secret, we have a really good basketball team. We're getting very close to the trade deadline, which will be in the next episode, and we've obviously got some very tough decisions to make over this next month on what we want to do. Currently, we are 35-7, leading the Western Conference by 6 games over the second-place Lakers, who have been a major surprise this season after finishing with the league's worst record a year ago. The Eastern Conference is very tight as well, with our expansion buddies, the St. Louis Spirits, in first place of that conference. So the question has always been, since the start of the year, do we add another star player alongside Oscar J. Basilin and Buzz Wiggington? We certainly have the assets to do so. It's just a matter of if we want to and if we can find the right deals. I really wanted to play against the Montreal Royals because they have a number of our former players, Jordan Poole, Kevin Porter Jr., Jakob Poeltl, but they are really bad, and there were 2 games on the schedule coming up that really enticed me against 2 teams who have made some big changes this offseason, the Heat and the Lakers. Unlike the Lakers, Miami hasn't necessarily taken that big step up that was expected of them. So we would simulate to that game, we would win 3 of 4, including beating the Royals, and it looks like they played their starters like the whole game. Bold strategy there, Cotton. I see it didn't really pay off. Kevin Porter Jr. played 1 minute. Jakob Poeltl didn't play at all, although Poeltl is injured. That's why he was out. Poeltl's averaging like 14 rebounds a game or something just completely absurd like that. He's been awesome for them. So let's take a look at this Miami Heat team who completely dismantled everything from last year, trading away Jimmy Butler to OKC, signing Damian Lillard, and acquiring James Harden in a trade with the Brooklyn Nets. It hasn't totally panned out for the Heat, but we know the talent is there. They have 2 elite guards who are championship hungry. They still have Bam Adebayo, they added Onyeka Okongwu, and they have a really good young player here in Johannes Kleber. I don't know how many of you guys recognize this name, but a couple years ago we almost drafted him. We ended up drafting Oscar J. Basilin instead, and while that decision has paid off, Kleber's very good in his own right. He averaged 19.5 a game last year, albeit on a bad Heat team, but he's averaging over 18 this year on a much better team with 2 guards ahead of him. So shout out to Johannes Kleber for really turning into a good player. Adebayo and Chukwumereji tee this one off. It'll go to Chukwumereji and the Sonics, and we are underway here in South Beach. Who's clubbing it with James Harden after the game? Quick 3 there for Keelan Martin. He is sort of the 5th wheel in this Miami starting lineup, but yes, he does start. Quick start to the Heat as they lead 6-0. There's Buzz Wiggington with his fadeaway shimmy shake on Okongwu, who is a Defensive Player of the Year candidate, along with Buzz Wiggington, hopefully, as it's 8-2. Here's Chukwumereji, connects with Kyril Story, who hits the 3. Story is still a very inconsistent three-point shooter, but he has really gotten comfortable this year from the corner. That seems to be his hot spot, along with really any form of mid-range shot, which he usually does not miss. Nice cut by Damian Lillard inside for the layup. Lillard terrorized the Sonics throughout the past couple of years in the playoffs when Lillard was with New Orleans as he hits the pull-up jumper over Buzz Wiggington, making it 14-9. Good start here early for the Miami Heat. James Harden with the screen. Harden trying to get something going here. Isolation on DeJounte Murray as he gets it to Dame Dollar. Damian Lillard hits the 3, and the 2 veteran guards connect there to put Miami up by 8. 11-19. Here's Cam Reddish from Curry range. Bang! Nice shot for Killer Cam Reddish. And that'll bring this score within 5. Here's the young center, Turbo Magoosh. Gets it over to Kleber, who lobs it up for Magoosh. And the Miami Heat have held a steady lead here in this first quarter. They're playing good basketball on both ends of the floor as Magoosh misses at the basket, gets his own rebound, kind of heaves one up over Octavius Macon, and it goes in. 23-15 now. It looks like it's Kleber going inside for Onyeka Okongwu, who throws it down, and the Miami Heat lead this game by double digits with a couple minutes left in the first quarter as Cam Reddish is again left completely wide open, sinks for triple, has this game within 7. Here's Johannes Kleber, the native of Germany, with the pick, goes inside for the layup. He wanted to throw it down. He had to settle for taking the layup, but he still got it to roll in anyway. 29-20, here's Kleber, fadeaway 3. I hope Kleber is matched up with Oscar J. Basilin a little bit today. I think that could be fun because obviously those 2 were drafted right next to each other. There's Kyril Story connecting from beyond the arc. Story's second 3-pointer of the first quarter. 25-34, Miami leads this game by 9. Cam Reddish looking for one more shot as he gets the screen from Dumas. Reddish at the buzzer, no good. Pretty bad first quarter, all things considered there for the Sonics. They're down 34-25. Hopefully they can pick it up here in the second as Oscar Javasilan has it. Lobs it up for Dikembe Mukuamu. Mukuamu has had a sneaky, really good season. He plays under 10 minutes a game, but I've been really impressed with him in spurts this year as Oscar Javasilan bullies Johannes Kleba inside for the slam. I think it's fair to say Oscar Javasilan won that battle between the two young point guards. 29-34, Sonics already have it within 5 here. A good start to the second quarter for Seattle. The Heat could use a bucket, and they're going to get one there. It's a mid-ranger from Johannes Kleba. That'll make it a 7-point game. Deficit back down to 5. Bold strategy here, leaving Oscar Javasilan wide open. I don't really know why Miami did that. Oscar took his time, lets it fly, makes him pay. 34-38 now. Here's Buzz Wiggington. Quiet start for him. 4 points. He does have 5 boards. He goes for the nice little step back there over the significantly smaller defender. It looked like that was Lillard. And the Sonics now have it within 2. Great second quarter start here for Seattle. The Heat need a bucket, and they get one off the slam by Damian Lillard. 37-40 now. Chukwumereji gets it to Oscar Javasilan off the screen. Getting mean. We're tied at 40. The Sonics are letting them fly here in the second quarter. Now looking to take the lead. Javasilan dunks on Kleba. Hang this photo in the Louvre. Oh my goodness, what a play by Oscar Javasilan, getting the upper hand on Johannes Kleba. Yeah, I think we made the right pick, fellas, in case it wasn't already clear. 44-44, now Dumas goes inside for the play. He wanted to dunk on somebody's head. Has to settle for the layup. 46-48 now, Miami back on top. Right when Seattle took the lead, the Heat are like, no, let's get back into business. Harden lobs it up for Okongwu. 50-53 now. Harden with it, under 40 seconds left in the quarter now, as it's going to be a failed alley-oop on the other end. Story takes his time, patiently waits, hits the jumper, and the Sonics have it within 1. Now they're up by 1. 54-53, final moments here of the first half. Miami looking to get the lead back. It's Lillard, guarded by Quickly, heaves up a 3. No good. So despite being down by 9 after the first quarter, it's the Seattle Sonics on top. 54-53 here after the first half. They showed us this little graphic of who's projected to be in the three-point contest, and look who it is, Oscar Javasilan. Looks like Oscar's going to be in the three-point and the dunk contest this year. A busy Saturday night on All-Star Weekend for Oscar Javasilan, looking to reclaim his dunk contest throne and now do some damage in the three-point contest as Bam Adebayo dunks it to begin the third quarter. That'll put Miami back on top, 55-54. DeJounte Murray trying to go for the circus layup, but he's blocked. Bam Adebayo says, get that out of here. Quiet first half for Bam, but he's gotten busy early within the first 30 seconds of a quarter. Sonics looking to respond as Javasilan gets it off the screen on the inbound from deep. Oscar Javasilan trying to show off that three-point scoring prowess for his possible three-point contest appearance. Miami takes the lead right back, a 3 of their own. What time is it? It's Dame time. Now the Sonics are up, and it's been a back-and-forth past couple of minutes. 59-58, deep 3. Oscar lets it fly. Javasilan now with 18 tonight. He leads the Sonics, averaging around 22 per contest. And the Sonics are up by 6, but the Miami Heat will cut the lead in half off the 3 by Damian Lillard. This is shaping up to be a very good game. Both teams playing some strong ball as it looked like it was a lob for Buzz, but it goes in the hands of Uzoma Chukwumereji for the layup. I originally wanted to lob it to Uzoma, but he didn't jump. Instead, Buzz did, but it worked out. The Sonics scored. 66-61, there's Javasilan for 3. Seattle now with 69. Nice. As the Sonics lead this game by 8, trying to take a double-digit lead. Murray blocked at the rim, gets it stuffed away by Bam Adebayo. On the other end, in the corner, Damian Lillard for 3. And the Miami Heat have it back within 5. I don't know why Lillard's doing the "you're shorter than me" celebration when he's like the shortest guy on the floor. As Miami forces a turnover on the other end, Lillard again. Damian Lillard has been unstoppable tonight. He has been the significantly better of the two between him and Harden. 69-67, nice little crafty move by DeJounte Murray, who just recently had a game with a franchise-high 20 assists. 71-67 now, the lob fails for Miami. On the other end, it's Oscar Javasilan, heaves up the layup, it's good. 23 points now for Oscar J. Vasilin. Him and Damian Lillard are dueling, just like in the playoffs last year, as that one is blocked by Okongwu. Miami on the other end looking to possibly take the lead. It's Lillard with the screen from Okongwu for 3. Damian Lillard cannot miss, and the Miami Heat lead this game by 1. 73-74, Buzz Wiggington guarded by Turbo Magoo's. That looks like a mismatch and a half as Buzz goes for the left hand, and the Sonics are back up. Cam Reddish drives inside. It's an and 1. What a competitive third quarter it has been. Both offenses are playing out of their minds right now. Seattle up by 6. What a spin move by Johannes Kleba, who throws it down. A great move by Kleba. 82-76 now. Kleba again lobs it up for Magoo's, but it's tipped away by Dumas. On the other end, quickly to the corner for Cam Reddish. Pump fake, line 2. Got it. The Sonics with their biggest lead of the day at 8. And now Miami's going to look for a last-second shot. It's Damian Lillard, tightly guarded by Jay Vasilin at half court. Lillard gets it to Kleba off the screen, and his 3 is short. A good third quarter there from the Sonics. Miami kept it tough, but Seattle leads by 8. We'll see if they can hold on to this lead here in the fourth quarter and get the win, as Harden, short off the rim, somehow gets the offensive rebound, splitting 2 defenders. That should not have worked, but it did. 84-78 now. Here is Harden inside for Bam Adebayo, guarded by Buzz and another defender, but Adebayo still gets it to go down, and the Heat quickly have it within 4. Good start to quarter number 4 for Miami as Chukwuemeka completely falls asleep at the wheel. Harden airballs the open 3. Yikes. Yikes. We're going to leave it at that. Can't airball an open 3 like that. Sonics off the inbound, get it to DeJounte Murray. Nice step back, mid-ranger. And Seattle has it up to a 6-point lead. 86-82. Kyril Story with the drive. No good. Rebounded by Reddish. Reddish puts it back. No good. Offensive rebound blocked. Gets it back again. I think Seattle had 4 shots there at the basket. They finally score, however. Good job by Reddish to stand tough. Story with a nice move. That'll have the Sonics back up by 8. Seattle started the fourth quarter off slowly, but they are clearly back in business. The Heat answer quickly on the inbound as it's Adebayo who throws it down. 90-84. Harden guarded by Story. Harden layup and 1. James Harden gets the bucket, draws the foul. He's cooking in the kitchen. I wonder what he has in store tonight after the ball game. Hopefully for him, this game doesn't go into overtime because he's got reservations for 3, not just on the court, but at the club. 92-90 now. Kyril Story has it. Story trying to twirl around the defender. He'll just settle for his signature mid-ranger, and it goes 17 tonight for Kyril Story, having a productive day. 94-90. Buzz back to Story. Blocked. Buzz gets it back. Heaves up at the shot clock, and he's fouled. What a bad foul by Damian Lillard. Miami shooting themselves in the foot there as Buzz makes both 3 throws. That play could cost the Heat when it's all said and done. So now Miami looking to get back in there. It's Okongwu with the slam. He fooled Buzz Wiggington on the pump fake. 96-92 now. Buzz, cross-court dime for Story. His 3 no good. Story usually makes those 3s in the corner. Miami looking on the other end. It's a backcourt on James Harden. Arguing with the officials. Harden has had a very rough fourth quarter here, and Miami keeps shooting themselves in the foot as Kyril Story misses the 3. Buzz with the rebound. Should have put it back up, but instead he passes it out to Oscar J. Vasilin. He takes the 3 looking to ice the game, and it's again no good. The Sonics are not hitting their shots here, keeping Miami in the game. Martin gets it to Lillard, loses it. J. Vasilin tips it, Miami gets it back, and it's a backcourt. That legit might have been the ugliest minute of NBA basketball I've ever watched in my life. Thank God there's only another minute of this left, most likely. Buzz with a dime for Jay Vasilin. This time the Sonics make their shot. 99-92. This would be an epic, utter collapse with 22 seconds for the Sonics to choke this 7-point lead. The Heat even have the scrubs in at this point, as that pass is tipped and it's Sonics ball. Toscano misses the pass. Good defense by Dikembe Mutombo, who now has it on the inbound. His pass is tipped and intercepted by Lillard, who gets it back and hits the 3. Okay, things might have just gotten a little bit interesting as Miami cuts the lead down to 4. Seattle has to execute better on the inbound. This time it's Jay Vasilin. His pass is turned over again. Now the Sonics are shooting themselves in the foot. It's Harden this time. Bang! James Harden cuts it within 1. The Sonics turn over back-to-back inbounds. They definitely can't do it a 3rd time, right? as it's now time to play the foul game. 9.5 seconds to go. It's very clear who needs to be shooting this free throws. Number 7, Oscar J. Basile, who gets fouled by Harden. Oscar with a 30 ball tonight. Looking to sink 2 more here. The first free throw is good. That'll bring the lead up to 2. And his second one will also fall as Miami Heat call their final timeout. It's a 3-point game with 8.8 seconds to go. The Heat don't have enough time to go for a quick 2 and then foul. They've just got to go for the 3 and the tie right now. So the question is, do they go for the quick open shot? Do they dribble out the clock for about 5 seconds and then do it? We'll see what Coach Spoelstra has up his sleeve. As it's going to be Martin on the inbound. Gets it to Harden. Quickly heaves it up for the tie. It's good! James Harden ties the game at 101. The Sonics had the lead and the ball. They were up by 7 with 22 seconds left and had possession. Here we are 16 seconds later and the game is tied. What an utter collapse here by the Sonics, but they can still win it here in regulation as they look to go here for the game winner and try to avoid this one from going into overtime as it goes in the hands of Oscar J. Basile and it looks to get open. Oscar can't find any room, goes for the step back, heaves it up, no good. We are headed to overtime. That was an awful final 3 minutes of regulation. Holy smokes, was that ugly. Seattle had this game won and they blew it, but they still have overtime to make some noise. Fitting face-off to start overtime. That was really ugly as well. Miami looking to get on the board first. It's Harden at the rim. He makes the layup. James Harden's got to be frustrated. His reservations at the strip club, yeah, he's going to be late for those, although James Harden seems like the guy who would be fashionably late. Kyril Story hits the mid-ranger. We're tied at 105. Pretty close first minute here of the overtime period. We'll see if either side can break away. Damian Lillard has it. Gets it over to Harden. Boom! James Harden, one of the best shot-creating guards really in NBA history, showing why on that play. 105-108. J. Basile now ties it on the 3. 35 points tonight for Oscar J. Basile. Now the Sonics looking to take the lead. Look at this mismatch. Buzz guarded by Damian Lillard. Remember when Damian Lillard was doing the "you're shorter than me" celebration on Buzz earlier in the game? That looks real stupid right now. For one thing, considering Buzz is probably a good 9 inches taller than him. 110-108. It's Keelan Martin for the lead. Okay. So now Miami's up, but not for long. DeJounte Murray hits a 3 of his own. Very entertaining overtime period. 113-111. Lillard now lobs it up for Okongwu, and we're tied at 113. Neither side breaking away. Now J. Basile into the rack. A nasty poster on Adebayo. What a play there by Oscar J. Basile, doing what he does best. 115-113. Buzz has the double team, takes it himself, and makes it 18, 17, and 10. A triple-double for Buzz Wiggington Jr. as it's 117-113. Lillard misses the 3. Rebounded by Buzz, and Miami is already starting to play the foul game as the Heat look to be in trouble. But hey, the Sonics choked a 7-point lead with 22 seconds as J. Basile turns it over. Are you kidding? Are we really about to do this swan song again? Harden hits the corner 3. We have it within 1. Both of these teams continue to shoot themselves in the foot as Seattle makes a couple free throws. Miami, again, has it within 1 off the dunk by Damian Lillard. 119, 118, 15 seconds to go. Seattle cannot mess up the inbound as it's J. Basile fouled by Harden. So Oscar goes back to the line with 37 points, nearing an all-time Sonics regular season record. Seattle's all-time points record in a regular season game is 41, which was set by Oscar J. Basile. J. Basile is the leaderboard for the Sonics' top 5 highest-scoring regular season games ever, as the 3 from Adebayo is no good. What a poorly drawn play by the Heat. You're down by 3, you need a tie, and you get it to Bam when you have Harden and Lillard. Very questionable. So J. Basile goes back to the line. He's now at 40, the second time ever a Seattle Sonics put up 40 in the regular season as he misses the free throw, which would have tied the record. But the Sonics will win the game regardless as Lillard's shot is no good. 122-118 is your final. What a thriller. The Sonics hold on in overtime. Both teams really tried to shoot themselves in the foot. Can we give both of these teams a loss? This game was certainly one of the wackiest you'll ever see. We scored more points in the 4-minute overtime than the 8-minute fourth quarter. Crazy. Oscar J. Basile with a 40 bomb. Certainly a big day from him. Buzz Wiggington with his second career triple-double, 18, 18, 10 on 8 of 8 shooting. The only other time Buzz has gotten a triple-double was that time he got a quad dub as a rookie against Toronto. So we're going to send to this Lakers game. We do have an injury. Uzama Chukwumereji, broken ribs, out 2 to 4 weeks. But with our medical staff, that's a lot more like 2 to 4 days. Just after one game, he would be cleared back to play. Our medical staff is built different. Shout out to Rod Berry, the mastermind of all of this. I noticed this last year. We were a lot more injury prone last year. All of the guys recovered so quickly from injuries. Interestingly enough, the one game Uzoma did not play is the one game we lost, but Buzz had his third career triple-double, 24, 11, and 12. So Buzz now has 3 career triple-doubles, including the quad dub, 2 of which have come today. So we're now going to play the Lakers, who are the second-ranked team in the West. They have completely come out of nowhere after being the worst team of the league last year. Their top 4 players, they all signed in free agency. Lonzo Ball, who's been unbelievable. John Collins, Isaiah Stewart, and Tyrese Maxey of the champion 76ers. It's fitting that Lonzo Ball comes back to the Lakers. I found that kind of funny after that sort of ugly breakup. So before the game, we got a trade offer here from OKC. It's pretty much Kobe White for DeJounte Murray. And I didn't do this trade, but it's an interesting idea because I have received some suggestions about trading DeJounte Murray, who's been a little bit underwhelming this season. And I think it's an idea we could possibly explore down the line. But we're not going to do it today as the Sonics here facing off against the Lakers, the top 2 teams in the Western Conference. This is a big game, particularly for the Lakers, to show that they are one of the big dogs. And we need to do well to prove that we are still the best team in the conference as Oscar J. Basile rips it away from Tyrone Williams on the other end. It's Uzama Chukwumereji with the fadeaway. Chukwumereji has a big size advantage over the Lakers center, Isaiah Stewart, who's undersized for a center at around 6'9". Here's Lonzo Ball, the star of this Lakers team, with a nice 3. Lonzo has become a significantly better shooter since his first stint with the Lakers. Now 4-3. Jay Basile connects from deep, gets the foul as well. It's a 4-point play for Oscar J. Basile. Tyrone Williams called for the foul. You don't see many 4-point plays, but there you go. It's now 10-5. The Sonics force a turnover on the other end. Jay Basile again, step back. Lonzo leaves him open. What's with the disrespect? Oscar J. Basile is one of the best shooters in the NBA. Questionable defense there from Lonzo Ball, who's an awesome defensive player, but he just chose not to try there as he launches a dime in the corner for Tyrone Williams, who hits the 3. Williams is like the lone good player on this Lakers team who was on the roster last year, which I guess says something because their roster was quite bad last year. Jay Basile hits another 3. He has 10 early points, leading the way for the Sonics offense as they lead this game 18-10. Lonzo Ball on the screen as an open man in the corner. Again, it's Williams, former second-round pick out of Kansas a couple years ago, who was really turned into a good player. 13-20 now. It's Freeman Alexander, the former Hawk, part of the Anthony Davis trade last year, connects from deep, and it's 20-16. Sonics looking to respond as Mukwamu is blocked at the rim. Good defense there by the Lakers. That was Brendan Mendoza, another Kansas Jayhawk, with the denial. And then in the corner, the Lakers hit the 3 from Tyrese Maxey. 23 apiece now. It's Isaiah Iguodala, also part of the Anthony Davis trade. Everybody is making their shots here for the Lakers. They seemingly cannot miss. Maxey inside with a nice little spin move, and the Lakers bench is dominating right now. But not for long, as Oscar J. Basile shoves his nuts into Iguodala's face on the poster right there. Oscar J. Basile's really the only guy who's shown up today so far for the Sonics. He has 15 of their 25 points, pretty much carrying the Seattle offense. Sonics looking to finish off the fourth quarter strong as Jay Basile gets to quickly in the corner, who doesn't get the toilet roll to fall. The Sonics played really well for most of that quarter, but the Lakers bench really sparked some energy. They lead this game by 5. Looking to start the second quarter off strong as it's Tyrone Williams inside, guarded by Dumas. Williams makes a nice move, gets the layup to fall, and it's Los Angeles on the board to open up the quarter. Now it's a 9-point Laker lead. Murray with the screen from Buzz. Murray inside! The pick and roll is executed perfectly, and the Sonics have it back within 5. Here is Jackson. No good. Tipped and picked back up by Jackson, who gets the putback. The Lakers have a lot of Kansas Jayhawks on their team. Josh Jackson, Mendoza, Williams. That's at least 3 right there. Rock chalk, you know what it is, as Tyrone Williams hits another 3, and the Lakers are continuing to build up this lead. Lonzo Ball up a rim, blocked by Buzz. However, he gets his own rebound over to Josh Jackson. He hits the three. So the great defensive play by Buzz actually turns into a positive for the Lakers, who now lead by 12. Here's Buzz down low with the smaller forward, DJ Jones, on him. Buzz misses, grabs his own rebound, gets the putback. Nice play there for Buzz, and it's 44-36. Josh Jackson, tightly guarded, but he has an open man in the corner. It's Lonzo Ball, who sprays the three to fall. I don't know why the Sonics let Lonzo get open there, and the Lakers are back up by 11. Here's quickly in the corner for Kyril Story. Story makes the contested layup. Good move there by the Sonics, as it's 47-38. The Lakers are looking to answer back. Nice move there by Brendan Mendoza, who's denied at the rim by Buzz Wiggington. On the other end, Mukwamu to Buzz, guarded by Stewart. Buzz trying to make a play here. Stewart's not backing down, though. We know Isaiah Stewart's a tough cookie, so Buzz goes for the fadeaway. He gets to fall. 7-point game now, 47-40. Here's Lonzo Ball. Looked like that ball was tipped twice almost, but it goes in miraculously, and the Lakers are getting every tough shot to fall here. 51-40. Dumas going to the basket. He has an open man in the corner. It's guess who? Oscar J. Basilin, who immediately answers after checking back into the game as he hits the three. 51-43 now. Here comes the Lakers. Maxey finds a wide open man in the corner. You can't leave them open. It's Freeman Alexander who hits the three. 11-point lead for Los Angeles. Maxey now with the and one. The Sonics had like 3 defenders all jump in sync there. Yet Maxey still makes the shot. That's unbelievable. 16-point lead for the Lakers. Nice dunk there by Oscar J. Basilin, who continues to be the only guy who's been impressive today. The former LA kid, of course, Oscar played his college ball at UCLA, makes it a 14-point game as the Lakers get an easy putback there from John Collins. Everything is going Los Angeles' way now. This has not been Seattle's day as Oscar makes another shot. He now has 23 points. It's been a one-man carry job here for the Sonics. Oscar J. Basilin is balling his mind out. Nobody else is doing well, but nobody else is playing well, and that cannot happen against the second seed in the conference. These Lakers are no slouch. There's a reason why they are in second place in the West right now. So we move to the third quarter. Seattle looking to get something going as Chukwu Muregi finds an open man in the corner. It's DeJounte Murray. He hits the three. If the Sonics can set the tone here in the third quarter, that'd be a big deal. On the flip side, the Lakers, if they can stay hot, make good cuts like that as Lonzo makes the layup. If the Lakers can stay hot, they can shut the door here before the fourth quarter and turn this game into a blowout. Hello, Oscar J. Basilin. 25 now tonight for Oscar. This time it's Tyrone Williams who's the victim. And Oscar continuing to just be a dunking machine. I cannot wait to see him try to defend his throne at the dunk contest this All-Star weekend. 67-53, it's a lob for John Collins, another highly skilled dunker. 69-53, Chukwu Muregi misses the dunk. Somehow Oscar gets the rebound. Back over to Uzoma. He puts it back in. Seattle is hanging tough, but the Lakers are continuing to maintain a nice lead here. 69, nice, to 57. Nice cut, nice slam for John Collins, who I think tried to tear the rim down on that play like he's Shaq. Now a 14-point game once again. Kyril Story open for three. Usually that's not his hot zone, but he does make the shot. And now it's 71-60. Seattle continuing to get back in the game as it's now Dikembe Mukwamu who lets it fly. Mukwamu is quietly shooting like 46% from three, and over half of his shots are threes. He is a knockdown shooter. DeJounte Murray knocks that one down. Look at the scoreboard. The Sonics are quickly making a comeback. 71-66. Murray is letting McCallum stay open as the Lakers miss the shot there at the shot clock. Collins with another putback. John Collins has been really good inside today, and it's a 7-point game. DeJounte Murray drives to the left. He's an open man in the corner. It's Dikembe Mukwamu again. The sharpshooter connects from deep. Mukwamu's getting more minutes this second half of the season. He is a really, really good basketball player. Just hasn't really gotten to show it. And one there for the Lakers. A big play for Josh Jackson as they bring the lead back up to 7. Now it's a 5-point game. Macon for Mukwamu again. Dikembe Mukwamu cannot miss, and the lead is cut down to 2 and then immediately brought back up to 6. Murray at the rim, no good. Rebound by Reddish, and 1. The Sonics offense is clicking right now. Seattle has all the momentum. They just got to keep it going here for the rest of this third quarter, and then anything can happen after that. 82-77. Great cut and great dunk for Tyrese Maxey. And Los Angeles is back up by 7. Here's Maxey again. Going to the rim, guarded by Murray. Hands it off for Isaiah Stewart. Back to Maxey. Maxey again hits another one, and just like that, the Lakers are right back up by 9. Now they're back up by 11 as we hear at the end of the third quarter. Mukuamu step back, bang! What a play by Dikembe Mukuamu. Not a great end of the third quarter there for the Sonics. Minus 11 points from Dikembe Mukuamu, but nonetheless, Seattle still is an uphill battle to climb, and that's not a good start as Oscar J. Basile airballs it. He tried to make a statement by shooting from like halfway beyond the logo. It didn't really work out. So a costly play there by Oscar as the Lakers look to respond. Nice step back there by Tyrone Williams, and it's a 13-point ball game. Here is Lonzo Ball now hits the 3, and the Lakers are on fire as they lead by 16 points. Just like that. Remember when it was a 2-point game? That was fun. Nice dunk, though, by Chance Dumas, who took some contact there. No call. So keep an eye on the bottom left of your screen real quick right here. Lonzo Ball charges into Chukwuemeka, A+ flop. So now he's the only one on the other side of the floor. He runs to the 3-point line for whatever reason and then gets fouled. That was maybe the weirdest 10 seconds of basketball I've ever seen in my life. He would make both free throws. It's now a 10-point game. Here's Lonzo Ball on the following possession. Has the double team. That leaves somebody open, and it's Tyrone Williams who hits the top of the key 3. 98-85 now. Here's Lonzo guarded by Jay Basile and the UCLA duo. Well, I guess they weren't a duo. They didn't play together, but they both went to UCLA, and it's Lonzo who gets the upper hand, making the layup over Chukwuemeka. 100-85, another slam for Oscar J. Basile. Quiet second half for Oscar. He only has 4 points and one hilariously bad air ball. The Lakers looking to ice the game here with about 5 minutes to go. I think they're a few possessions away from finishing it off. Another lob. Lonzo and John Collins is quite the lob duo. Those two have made a number of highlight plays as Lonzo Ball hits the 3 in the corner. It's a 20-point Laker lead. Seattle's kind of in trouble. They sort of need a miracle at this point. That starts with a big play here maybe from Buzz Wiggington. Backing down on Collins. He wins the battle there. Buzz has 16 points, but I feel like it's a quiet 16. He didn't really play all that well today. Good block by Uzoma Chukwuemeka. On the other end, Jay Basile again with another poster. Oscar J. Basile getting one more there for the road, but the Lakers still lead by 18 as it's DJ Jones in the corner. That feels like your dagger. If this game wasn't already over, it is now adjourned. 116-103 your final. A big win here from the Los Angeles Lakers. They went into our house and proved that they are legit. This Laker team is no fraud. They're good. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see them in the playoffs. As of now, we look to be the top 2 seeds, but you never know. Maybe one of these 2 teams slip. But regardless, these 2 teams are maybe the 2 best teams in the Western Conference right now. Not even maybe. I would say they certainly are. 29 for Oscar, although he was great in the first half, quiet in the second half. We had 7 guys in the double figures, but only 2 more score than, 12. Lonzo was great, 24 and 13. Maxey was good. Everybody on the Lakers was good, especially their guards, Tyrone Williams as well. So we're going to leave the episode here. Next episode, of course, we will have the trade deadline. There is one quick thing I want to show you guys real quick involving the All-Star vote. I have some good news and some bad news. The good news is that Buzz Wiggington is finally getting his respect. He's 3rd in the Western Conference front court, so it looks like he's finally going to be an All-Star. But Oscar J. Basile probably won't join him. I get it because Anthony Edwards, who's in 6th place in West Conference backcourt, he's averaging 29, 6, and 5. So, yeah, I get it. Although Edwards probably shouldn't be 6 to begin with. Buzz Wiggington at one point was in the MVP conversation. He has since been taken out, but at one point he was in the top 5. What I don't really agree with, though, is that he is not in the Defensive Player of the Year running. I think that's crazy. Buzz has been one of the best defensive players in the league this year, and currently we have nobody in any of the award running, even though we're the best team in basketball. So, questionable, but I guess they hate us because they ain't us. I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Peace out.